Shalom, shalom, Yasha Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakadash, Paleo Hebrew tongues, creating as the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, sister and brothers, living this truth, and shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying, show themselves approved. Shalom, shalom, Yasha Allah. Start off talking about something that's very dear to me, something that's very important, and we're going to talk about this gift that Yahweh Shah bestowed on all his men that's in this truth, and that is wisdom, spiritual wisdom, not earthly, carnal knowledge of this earth, but spiritual wisdom that comes from on high. And the Most High compared wisdom unto a woman because she's the thing that gives us our comfort. And she is a perfect running mate to go with our faith. We're going to use our wisdom, believing, what we've been taught with this knowledge, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, and it's going to magnify our faith. And that right there is what's going to make Yahweh Shah set us on high and exalt us and give us the hedge of protection, because then we have value to him. That makes a man precious like pure gold. So I'm going to start off first things first. We're going to start off with Proverbs 4 and 7. Because it reads, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. To hear that said, wisdom is the principal thing. It's the number one thing you can have on this planet Earth is wisdom, spiritual wisdom. It's the number one thing. When you have that, you have the knowledge of Yahweh Shah. You have the knowledge of the prophecies, and you have the knowledge of the gospel. Therefore, you have the testimony of Yahweh Shah, and that right there gives you value. All you got to do now is believe on that report, let your faith shine forth, and hey, you on the path to eternal life. And it says, with all thy getting, get understanding. Because when you have wisdom, you're also going to get understanding. Because wisdom opens everything up. She makes it where we understand the prophecies and we understand the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. So with that being said, hey, that's the number one thing you can have. The number one thing you can have on the planet Earth. And we have it, Akim. So we got to give all praises to Yahweh Shah that he has gifted us with wisdom. Because majority Israelite men don't have it. They don't have it. And that's going to lead to their demise. So check, I'm going to hit number 8 too. It says, exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou doest embrace her. Did you hear that? It said exalt her. How do we exalt wisdom? By going on the highway and hedges, and letting the word out. Doing these video epistles, letting the word out. Showing charitable love, which is teaching this word, teaching the truth, open up the kingdoms, and open up this book to all of Yasha Allah. That's how you exalt wisdom. And she is very much on display. Because like I said, when I heard the church of Alabama, Birmingham, the head dude, Amawam, what I heard coming out of his mouth, what I heard from him was wisdom. And that's what made me come into Great Millstone and seek out, all the apostles, the elders, and the brothers that we have. And I'm just taking it all in. And that's the one thing I noticed that separates a worldly man from a righteous man. What separates the hopeful elect from a 2/3 is wisdom. A 2/3 doesn't have the wisdom of Yahweh Shah. A hopeful elect does. And that right there creates a Grand Canyon of a difference. A big time difference. And even like if I can see that as a big difference, Yahweh Shah can see that as a difference. So that right there, that's how we exalt wisdom. We push her out while the truth is on display, while this word is on display, and you just show that the Most High is dealing with us. So check it out. We're going, after we did all that, hey, and like the scripture said before I get to that, it said that, she shall bring thee to honor. And if we stay tucked in this truth, hold tight to these words, that is true. She shall bring us to who? She shall bring us to our Messiah, Yahweh Shah. And once you made it to him, you made it to the finish line. So, hey, we got to embrace her and we got to exalt her like we commanded to do. So, with that being said, you know, you probably got a question like I did. Just what is wisdom? What is wisdom? Scriptures answer that. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. And bear with me, this is going to be one of them long lessons. I got a lot of precepts. It's going to be precept heavy because we talking about wisdom, which is a very, very important thing because it's the separator. It's what separates a worldly man from a heavenly man. So check it out. We're going to break down what wisdom is. Well, the scriptures is going to break it down. Let's bring it out. This is Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passive and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no undefiled thing fall into her. So did you peep that what wisdom is? She is the breath of the power of Yahweh. So with that being said, Akim, we've already working with the power of Yahweh. We already working with it by breaking down these scriptures, these precepts, because any man can't do that. It's not open up to anybody. I notice you got a lot of, especially dudes in plantation Christianity, they open up this book, they'll read a verse and don't nothing come to them. They can't tie it to real life events. We can do it very, very easily. Why is that? Because, hey, we've been calling and we've been chosen to break this word down. And the reason we can do it is because we have spiritual wisdom. Your everyday passport chop doesn't have that. He's too carnal, too many demons in him. Plus, the Most High just has no delight in him. Therefore, he didn't gift that man with wisdom. He didn't gift that man with faith. Therefore, all he can do is worldly things and bring out Esau's doctrine. But us, we've been gifted with something spiritual. And it comes natural to us because it's a gift. So with that, we got to cherish it. And we got to, like the scriptures say, like living waters. We got to water it every day and make it grow. We got to get sharper. Like the word is compared to a sword. So we sharpen it up, getting sharper. Getting ready for that perfect day. Getting all, like I said, what I just read earlier, with all that get understanding. So we can get everything we going to get until all hell breaks loose, Jacob's troubles come out. Then we're going to apply everything we learned. And we're going to be so built up with this truth, with this wisdom, knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shai. When it hits, we're going to be we're going to be like a total different creature versus everybody that's out there in the world. They're going to just bug out and panic because their mind is not fortified or prepared to deal with the events that's about to play out in the near future. Whereas as we are built up with this edification, built up with this wisdom, of all things that's to come, this prophecy, to where we're going to be in the spirit of anticipation. We're going to be in a calmness. We're going to be stable because we have wisdom. And she is great. It says, hey, she's with her pureness. She should not fall into an undefiled thing. So none of us men are perfect. But there's something special about us for wisdom to dwell in us. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Shai. As you can tell who the Most High is really dealing with based on the wisdom that he has given to them. And not only that wisdom, with wisdom comes faith. When you believe in what you have, been opened up to, the mysteries, the light, the report, when you believe on that, when you got wisdom and faith and it comes together, that right there makes you this solid. That makes you this. That's why Esau is so afraid, because now he's seeing, like I said right there, she's the breath. We was all dead, man. We were all dead in the grave, man, until this wisdom opened us up. And it's like that defibrillator, man. It's like a shock. It brought us back to life, man. Esau seeing that, the world seeing that, and they are very afraid because we'll stand up on our feet. We got that breath of life in us. This wisdom is breathing with us, and she's working with us. And now we're getting stronger and stronger as we move forward. So that's what wisdom is, man. She's the power, the breath of the power of Yahweh. So we already working with that power, Akim, already. We got to feel good about that. I know I feel real good about that. Like, whoa, man, the Most High chose me to break this down. Surely I've been looking for him. And I found him, and as I found him, man, he's giving me with gifts to where he like, okay, you carry my legacy. Go out here and tell them about me. Tell them I'm coming, and tell them what I want, and tell them what I don't want. And that's what we doing, because that's what this word is. So we're going to keep on reading on 26. It says, for she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh, and the image of his goodness. Did you peep that? It said, for she is the brightness of everlasting light. Who's that light? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, who's working with wisdom. When he was in the flesh as Solomon, he asked for wisdom, and it pleased Yahweh. Yahweh Shai gives all wisdom. He is all of wisdom right there. So when you got spiritual wisdom, you working with the highest form of knowledge on earth. It said the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh. That's a powerful scripture right there. And the image of his goodness. Woo, hey, that show these scriptures right here. Hey, it's full of nothing but wisdom. That's why I love like Proverbs, Wisdom of Solomon, Sirach, also called Ecclesiasticus. Nothing but wisdom coming out of there. Straight guidance right there. You know, you tell King David was working with wisdom, Psalms. Very good information, man. If you walk within these precepts, man, you're going to have a very good, you know, your way is going to be illuminated. It's going to be light, you know. I ain't going to say you ain't going to go through trials and tribulations, but you're going to make it through that by following and keeping these commandments. And it helps you avoid a lot of BS that normally you'll be in if you was on some folly. So you got to give it up, man. Wisdom is great. It's a very great gift. And I say if you have it, practice in her and continue with her. She's the ultimate woman right there. Wisdom will never let you down. Wisdom was not going to let you down. That's the ultimate comforter. And that's the woman that, you know, we dwell with. So I'm going to keep on reading on 27. And being but one, she can do all things. And remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. In all ages, entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets. Did you peep that? It said, being one, she can do all things. And she make up all things new. We are now new creatures. We have been gifted with this, what they call it, a new song, which has been here, but it's new to us because it was lost. We now have that gospel. So now, hey, we opened up, we singing a new song, we declaring the goodness of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And it's opened up to us to say, she is shining bright. And what did it say what she do? She gonna make you a friend of Yahweh. You can't ask for nothing better than that right there. The friend of Yahweh. Abraham was a friend of Yahweh. And look what the Most High did with Abraham. Lots of nations came out of him. Lots of kings came out of him. And then what did it say also too when you get gifted with wisdom? You become a prophet. You become a seer. Now you have the spirit of prophecy. You got foresight. You can tell the people what's about to come. Because Yahweh Shai done laid it out from the beginning. So with him having his wisdom, we can break down these scriptures. And it like I say, the scriptures is plain to the righteous, man. It's plain to us. We got eyes. We can see. We know what's going on. We know what's happening. So, once again, that's wisdom that does all of that. Check this out. This is a real kicker for people. I'm going to read 28. It says, for Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. So the Most High ain't dealing with no fools. He doesn't delight in fools. He only loves people that dwell with wisdom. So therefore, I know if you don't have this spiritual wisdom, if you don't have it, then the Most High doesn't love you. Therefore, you are 2/3, and you're going to have to reset and start over. You have to know Yahweh Shai by pain. So I said, see, we've been gifted with wisdom so much, we can even tell who the Most High is dealing with and who he loves. Because he only loves those that dwell with wisdom. And he just declared it right there in Wisdom of Solomon. And see, that's why they took this book out, the Apocrypha, because they don't want you to know that. They want to spin it as, you know, sweet baby Jesus, God love everybody, but that's false. We just read it right there. You only love those that dwell with wisdom. And us men that work with wisdom can tell who got it and who don't. So we can already get an eyesight on who the Most High loves and who he doesn't love, who he just going to throw to the wayside because he didn't open them up. And then when you try to give them, you know, some knowledge, try to open up to see if they got wisdom, A lot of them ain't got it. And they don't want to have it. They just a bunch of niggas. A bunch of thoughts. And wisdom ain't working with no fool or no nigga, man. Wisdom is only working with the royalty. They said, now I can see the royalty of our nation. I can see when I look in the brothers that's bringing this truth out and the sisters that's peeping in, you can see the whole royal nation now. So it's opened up. I'm seeing the house of David. In the house of David, there's no fools in the house of David. There's no foolishness in the house of David. None of that, no ratchetness, none of that, man. You just see straight royalty. And we are getting ourselves together, cleaning up, making our garments clean, and working with wisdom. And man, she's just like a woman, man. She's cleaning us up. Like when you get a righteous woman, a virtuous woman, what's the first thing she's gonna do if you looking dirty or if you unkept? She's gonna clean you up. You know, she's gonna make sure you on your best point. She's gonna take care of you. Just like, you know, the scriptures go through a virtuous woman, because really that verse is going into wisdom. That's what that's going into. So with that being said, let's keep it moving. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 8. And let's start at let me start at 8 and 1. Just check it out. This is Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 1. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doeth she order all things. I've loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty. In that she is conservative, yeah, Salaki, I'm going to read that again. In that she is conservative with Yahweh. Yep. She magnify her nobility. Yea, the Lord of all things himself loveth her. For she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of Yahweh and a lover of his works. If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? Whew. That was some powerful scriptures right there. So that backs up we read in Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is better than having a bag. Because wisdom, what does wisdom lead you to? She gonna lead you to the kingdom of heaven, which is like bigger than any bag of money you can get on this side of the earth in this current wicked queendom. You know, the kingdom of heaven is going to trump everything. And that's where wisdom is leading us to. That right there is a big time possession, man. It says, hey, sought her out since a youth. And I did. I was always asking questions. Always trying to figure out what's going on. Couldn't nobody tell me what in that time. And then wisdom got a hold of me. And she done showed me where the men of the Lord is at. She done opened me up to the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Just like the scripture just said right there. And now all my whys have been answered. You know, now I'm just getting sharpened up and it's anticipating on the prophecies about to fall out. She let me know who Yahweh Shai is. She let me know what he like, what he don't like. She let me know what the prophecies about to be, you know, about to fall out. That's about to come to pass. All the prophecies. She got me, man. She's the ultimate comforter. Very, very, you know, soothing. Because now my mind is calm, at ease. I have sweet dreams most of the time. And my mind is at ease. I'm usually in a good mood. A lot of things don't get to me like that. I can get vexed and I come right out of that real quick. Because I lock in the wisdom. So, man, she is the perfect companion. They said I loved her and sought her out. And I did. I was always looking for wisdom. Always looking. Because I was looking for Yahweh Shai. And see, what I noticed what wisdom does is she leads you to Yahweh Shai. She's a guide. You know, she's like an escort. You know, a righteous escort. She leads you to our Lord and Savior. And she makes sure, you know, that your garments, like I said, it said wisdom order all things. So she makes sure you in order, making sure everything is right. You present it. Man, she's like a virtuous woman, man. Wisdom looks out for you. You know, when you use and practice her, she gonna make sure you straight, like a righteous woman should be. That's why I say wisdom, man. She fit a man like a glove. And man, do I do love wisdom. I do love her. So she, like she said, she magnifies her nobility. Man, that's right. She gonna set us up on kingship. She's setting us up to be royalty. She's refining us. You know, shaping us up and getting us right, teaching us proper etiquette, so that we'll be worthy to meet Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So that right, hey, we gotta give it up. We gotta be happy that we have wisdom. So I'm gonna keep it moving. And they say she's privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of Yahweh and the love of his works. We feel the same way she do. That's why, man, you can't find a better woman than wisdom. She loves Yahweh Shah as much as we do. You can't get that from an earthly woman. You can't get that right there. And it says she's privy to the mysteries. So she's gonna open you up to the mysteries and give you them riches, man. That's way better than anything that Esau can give us. So we're gonna keep it moving. And she's like, they say, like, we really should feel like we hit the lotto, because really we did. With this knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Shah, we got some Akim that is way bigger than any earthly riches we can get here on this planet, man. If we, if we part of that hopeful elect and we get on that chariot and we get that crown from Yahweh Shah, don't you know that's like, man, can't no lottery on this planet Earth compare to that at all. At all can't compare to that. Kingdom of heaven gonna blow everything out the water. So we're gonna let's go to Sirach. Let's go to Sirach 1 and 5. And check this out. It says, the word of Yahweh Most High is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments. So right there it said, hey, this word that we got is the fountain of wisdom. So these scriptures, ultimate comforter, the power, the wisdom, hey, that right there, this is, hey, the word of Yahweh. The word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And with that, hey, this is the words of a Lord of Lords, King of Kings. This is the word of the spirit that made everything, existence itself, the earth, moon, and stars, everything. So we working with the knowledge of that. That trumps any PhD, doctor's degree, anything Esau can come up with, man. The knowledge that we have trumps that. Beats that, man. Don't nothing come better than spiritual wisdom. When you got that, hey, glory in that. Because it says we can glory in the knowledge of Yahweh Shah. So we should glory in that, Akim, that we got wisdom. And it said her ways are everlasting commandments. And that's true. Because once the kingdom of heaven come and get established, it's going to be an everlasting kingdom. So these words, I said, this knowledge we got right here, we take right into the kingdom. Like, say, if you got a PhD in physics, are you real good at, doing a business, accounting, CEO, all that stuff about to go away with. This right here, this knowledge, going to lead us right into the kingdom. It's not going to rub off. It's everlasting. This knowledge is going to always hold us down. We're going to take it right into the kingdom. This the knowledge you need to get in. This your ticket. You need your escort. Who's your escort? Who on our arm? It's wisdom. That's with it. That's who with us. We good. All that other stuff, all that knowledge, man, soon this going to get burnt up when these thermonuclear missiles burn this place up. You might give a damn about a doctor's degree when we go into the kingdom. You might give a damn about that. That's not going to matter no more. That's Esau knowledge. The knowledge we got is Yahweh Shah knowledge. And that right there is going to hold us down. We're going to just transfer with that. Lord willing, we're part of that precious, hopeful elect. So that is very much true. And then to further prove that, let's go to 1 Corinthians 2 and 5. And check it out. It says, it's 1 Corinthians 2 and 5, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Yahweh. To peep that, let's read that again. That your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, which is knowledge of this world, because everything outside of this knowledge right here of Yahweh Shah is knowledge of men. That shit ain't gonna stand. So our faith, you can't put your faith on nothing in this world, is what that scripture's saying, because it's not gonna profit you nothing. So what do we put our faith in? We put our faith in wisdom and the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shah. That right there is solid. That's why I said you build your house on that solid rock, that solid stone. That's Yahweh Shah, because Yahweh Shah comes in the environment of book. So this is the knowledge of him And that's what's going to hold us down. It said, but in the power of Yahweh, which where what we say, what was the power of Yahweh? Wisdom. That's where our faith is going to stand. Our faith is going to stand on our wisdom of Yahweh Bashiach Shai. So that's, hey, we done read all these scriptures that they all saying the same thing. It's all working. Wisdom is working right now. Look how we just running through this word right now and breaking it down and tying them all together. That's the Most High I was trying to convey right there. Wisdom of me. Wisdom of Yahweh Shai. Nothing trumps that. Nothing matters. Your whole purpose in life was to obtain wisdom of the Most High. Wisdom of Yahweh Shai. That was the point of your existence, of you giving life. So if you have that, got that report, hold fast to it and make it grow. Put that living waters on it, keep growing it up. You know, like a spiritual bank. Keep counting them chips up. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what we gonna do. We're gonna keep adding unto her. We're gonna keep talking to her. We're gonna keep her. Because if we keep her, she gonna keep us. Keep us in the good graces of Yahweh Bashiach Shai. So let's keep it moving. That right there, hey, spirit is working. And check it out. We're going to go to, let's see which one I want to hit first. I'm going to hit, let's hit that. Let's go to Sirach. Let's break it down like that. Let's go to Sirach. Back to Sirach. And check this out. 39:1. And peep what this says. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. That is so very true. Once you have wisdom, and you have locked in on this truth, you're going to stay preoccupied with the prophecies. Nothing like you're gonna be on your watch. You're gonna be watching this devil's every move. Once you know who Esau Edom is, the wicked, you watching his every move. You watching everything that's going on in the world. You worried about prophecy because you want to know where you at in the stage of the movie, in the script, where we at. That way you can go out there and tell the sheep, like, okay, this is what's about to come next. This is what phase we are in the Bible. And that right there is so true, man. It said when you give your mind to the law of the Most High, which is the word. The book wasn't called the Bible back in the day. It was called the Book of Law. So our mind is fully locked in on this word. And we occupy in the meditation. We meditate daily. When you read this word daily, listen to the men bring out the word daily, all this edification that's going out, you are meditating. When you pray, you're meditating. And it said, hey, seeking out the wisdom of all the ancient. This is an ancient book, man. This is the oldest book in the world. Oldest ancient scriptures or writings of all time, of all civilizations, right here in our book. This right here, man. This book has been here from the beginning of time, and is here still with us at the end of all time. And it's gonna still stand. Like the Lord said, he said, my counsels I stand. So these words gonna stand. Because they really gonna be established when Yahweh Shai get here. This word really gonna go on to play. It's gonna be within us. It's gonna be already locked in our minds when we get them new bodies. So wisdom does that. That scripture is so very true. When you are really working with wisdom, you're gonna be preoccupied in prophecy. To where like other people look at you like, man, what's wrong with this dude? Why he always reading the Bible? Why he always talking about Yahweh Bashiach Shai and the truth and what's going on in scriptures? They're not going to understand you. That's why really only the brotherhood, the house of David, is really on the place you can dwell at and be comfortable at and be yourself, because the outside world not going to stand us anymore, because we have given our mind over to Yahweh Shai in this book of law, and wisdom is working with us. We constantly want to stay in wisdom. We don't take breaks and go do some folly and do all that little crazy little stuff, man. Not us that's serious minded. Not if you serious about it. Now for us that's serious about it, man, we totally locked in. I'm locked in this day and night. Anything else don't get it done for me, man. That's not to say, we don't take a break and watch like a football, basketball game or something going on in the world, but overall, we don't get delight in that. Only delight we get is in these prophecies, in this word, breaking it down. this is where our comfort zone is at, is in this truth. You know, we working with wisdom. Therefore, we are building it up daily. And like that precept just said, we are preoccupied in prophecy. That's why we constantly breaking down prophecy and constantly warning the sheep of what's to come and putting out edifying lessons to feed the sheep. Because what? With wisdom, she telling us in our ear, like, hey, don't you love Yahweh Shah? We like, yeah, we do. She like, what did he say do? We like, you feed the sheep. She like, get to it then. You know, that's what I'm doing these lessons. That's wisdom in me, helping me break down these lessons and line this stuff up. She's like a guider. She's always talking like, you know, what you done did for Yahweh Shah lately? You know, when the last time you prayed? Is you thinking about Yahweh Shah? Hey, look what Yahweh Shah did. Look right there. Look, check this article out. So that's wisdom doing that. And that's where for people on the outside looking in, that's why we able to do this. Because of wisdom. So we're going to keep it moving. Now, once we're working with wisdom, and she is in us like that, what is she going to help us do? Let's go to Colossians 3:16. And check out what this says. It says, let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. So once you have this wisdom, she makes it where you can break these scriptures down easy. You can relate to them. You know, you can go back and forth. You can tie them together, and you can make edifying lessons for the body. You know, that's the gift that she gives in us. Once we dwell on the word of Hamashiach, which goes into Yahushua, which is our Messiah, our Lord and Savior. So when we do that, what we do now, we teach and administer to one another. You know, songs. As I said, this word, this gospel is compared to a new song. So then we breaking it down to the sheep, and the whole nation is eating up on that, and everybody's getting edified and built up. Everything is a build up to the coming of Yahushua. When he get here, you know, us that's been in this word, in the house of David, in this truth, he's not going to break nothing down to us because we already been doing it now. We getting ourselves ready now. Once he get here, all we're going to do is put into play what we've been given. And wisdom, you know, she working everything like that. It's wisdom doing that, you know, because that's the power of Yahweh Shah. You know, he's pouring out his wisdom into his men, and his men is pouring that wisdom out into the nation, which leads to the women and then to the children. And see, wisdom rocks on a man like that. It doesn't really, a woman can only get understanding. Wisdom is really not broken down to a woman. That's why his flock is really men. He's dealing with the man first, then the woman second. You know, that's why women, the natural order gonna set into play, because a woman gonna have to come up under a man again to get that wisdom. Because she can only get the understanding, which, let's get that too. If anybody, you go to Job 39:17. And it says, because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. So she's deprived of wisdom. She's not going to have understanding. The only way she's going to get understanding is she's going to have to go to a man of the Lord, a man that has spiritual wisdom, and then he can break it down to her. Because she ain't going to just get wisdom on her own. That's why you look at these little pastor pork chop female pastors, and they don't know a damn thing. They worse than the male pastor pork chop teachers. Now I can see why the Most High said, I suffer woman not to teach, man. He didn't give her the wisdom to do that. She doesn't have it like that. She need to be sitting back, being quiet, and letting the men do that, and getting her understanding from the man. That's how she gets her understanding. Because it also says, when you go to Sirach, because she can't get the wisdom, but she can get understanding. Just because she ain't got wisdom, she got understanding, but she can get understanding from a man. So you go to Sirach 25:8, and it reads, well as him that dwelleth with a wife of understanding, and they have not slipped with his tongue, and they have not served a man more unworthy than himself. So it right there said, dwelleth with a wife of understanding. So a woman can get understanding, but the Most High ain't going to just bless her with wisdom like that. Women have really been deprived of wisdom. That's why it's so easy to manipulate and trick them. Because they don't, The spirit ain't just working with them like that. So back to the point, back on topic. Really, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. We about getting to the end of it. Back to the topic. Let's go back to wisdom of Solomon. So that's why I say, the man, hey, the ones of us that have this, don't take this as a light thing. It's not a light thing, man. It's really, it's everything. Because it leads us, to the kingdom of heaven. It leads us to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And that's, if you righteous, your spirit is right, that's where we want to be at. That's who we want. We want Yahweh Shah, man. With Yahweh Shah, we get the victory. With Yahweh Shah, he going to raise us up as a king again. That's why he's known King of Kings. I want a spiritual crown. I want that crown from Yahweh Shah. So I'm going to do the work, and I'm going to keep wisdom. I'm going to keep working with her, because if I keep working with her, doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to get where I want to be. And then I'm going to read a precept that's going to back up that statement I just said. So check it out, this Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 13. Moreover, by the means of her, I shall obtain immortality and leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me. I shall set the people in order, and the nations shall be subject unto me. Did you peep them precepts we just read, the weight of what they mean? It said by the means of her. The means of who? Wisdom. By her I shall obtain immortality. Because once you get led to Yahweh Shah and he gives you that crown of life, you get immortality. You're not going to die no more. Your body's going to be perfect. It's going to always replenish. It's never going to be corrupt. You're never going to go off again. You're not going to offend him no more. Therefore, you're not going to die. And if you don't die, you're immortal. And with that, when you immortal and you got the power of Yahweh Shah, hey, you can set up a magnificent kingdom. That's why I said everlasting memorial to them that come after me, man. This thing is perfection. You're going to have a memorial, a big palace built for you and your children. Your children you're going to be honored among our children. Our children going to know we are. We're going to have the time to spend time with them. We're going to be honored. They're going to look like, yes, our grandpa got the victory. Thank Yahweh Shah, and thank that he gifted him with wisdom. That, not be a nigga, a 2/3, and to do what he needed to do. Therefore, he can set it up for us to get the victory. And it said, I should set the people in order, and the nations shall be subject unto me. Because, when the kingdom of heaven come, these heathens go up under us. They go into slavery up under us. And like another thing with wisdom, when you working with wisdom, man, you want rulership. That king talk come back in you. You want people ruling up under you. I notice 2/3 don't think like that. He don't want that. He just want to be a nigga with the bag. But us, no, man. We want to rule the world again. We want to rule the world in righteousness. And what makes us think like that? Man, that's wisdom in our earth. Like, nah, baby, forget that little money with that devil's face on it. No. We want the world. We want the gold, the silver. We want the whole world. We want the kingdom of Yahweh Shah. That's what we want. It ain't nothing else, Anything other than that is crumbs. We don't want that. We want the whole pie. We want the promise. We want what Yahweh Shah said he's going to get us. Because can't nothing else do that, man. Esau can't give us what we want. Only Yahweh Shah can. And who makes me think like that? That's wisdom in my ear. Like, nah, baby, let me tell you what we want. Let me show you. Tell you what our God promised to us. And you can get that. You right there, you can get that. You listen to me, you do it like this, and I promise you, we will get the kingdom of heaven. We will get it. And that's wisdom. So with that being said, I hope this has been edifying. I hope all the brothers in this truth, the Akim, keep working with the wisdom that you've been gifted with. Cancel out all that outside noise, all that other bullshit everybody coming with. Or like, oh, you think you this, you think you that, whatever. You just mad because you ain't got it like that. So keep working with that wisdom, man. Don't let nobody take our crown from us or take our gift from us. Keep working with that because the sheep loves it. They love eating these lessons up because I know, because I'm one of them. I love getting these lessons. I love hearing brothers break down these scriptures in a very beautiful Yapa way that they do it. You know, it builds me up. Makes me feel good. I love hearing the words we have about Shah. So with that, hey, Kwam Yasharala, DTA Baba Ball, and Shalom.